wants to try and walk me through doing association?
I suppose you do X online and associate.
Okay. Do we need to partition our data first?
Yes. Wait, no.
I hear a yes, a wait, no.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't carry, but I don't know. We think everything will happen.
Tough crowd.
What type of data, what type of learning are we working with?
This has to be
What's the data
Unsupervised.
set, do you know?
Partitioning is only good when you know the outcome.
Because you can't train it otherwise.
Yes.
Course topics.
So,
Damn,
for
where'd you say
something
that?
like this, where we're just trying to say, what are the relationships between them? We don't partition. So, we associate. Association rules. Bless you. So B4, I, 369, that looks right. Again, just indicate if it's in a binary matrix format or in a list format. It can handle lists, you know, just like, you know, the red, green, and whatnot. You just don't want to try and mix your two types of lists and just indicate which it is. So 3750, I'm going to say just for trying it out, let's put our minimum support to 10. Again, you could do 37. All it's saying is, hey, I need for support of 10%. But just try a few things. And I'll tell you what, let's go with the default. Michelle, is this what you tried before if you went with the default? So let's take a look at it and see what happens. As you can see with association rules, it's much simpler to go through. And so, if you did this, you ran into it, because basically it says, I don't have a single occurrence where I have 37 transactions, records, however you want to look at it, to make any rules off of. So, when you run into that, if you're just trying to see, hey, is there any kind of association, reduce the number of support. So we go back, we try it again. And the difference this time is, say, change my minimum support is, if I have 10 records that meet the criteria, it's going to come through. So now, let's blow this up just a little. It came up with a total of 12 rules. You have 365 transactions. Again, you can change your minimum confidence. You know, normally we start at 50%, but you could raise it, you could lower it.
Change your minimum competence to 10. Fine.
So again, this you're going to find is not necessarily ordered by lift ratio. If I were looking at lift ratio, I would look at this one right here, rule number 5. It's got a 62.5% confidence. And so what it's saying is, when I have data mining and regression, then categorizing data. Support for A, data mining and regression, was 16. Support for categorical data, 76. But there's only 10 where they occur. And so, lift ratio 3. Next best one based off of lift ratio. And again, confidence is about 65%. Introduction and DOE is design of experiment. Just for your reference, it's basically a methodology that shows you how to set up experiments when you're trying to prove and understand, is there a relationship, does this influence that? And SW. And again, this is why, as I look at it, that in this case, I'd probably not mess with this data anymore for looking at, because the most confidence or support I have is 14 records. It's not a whole lot, not even 10%. And so you'll notice typically it tries to default to 10%. But if you find it and you know it comes up with no rules, drop your requirements for support down a little and just see what comes out of it. So this just kind of gives you an idea of how they're related. But again, my big concern looking at this is there's not a whole lot of support for any one of these rules. You know, if I had one of these or two that maybe had a support of 30,